Ambode ended 2017 with praises. Let's take a walk down memory lane. He started the year with praises.
We have a Father who will never fail us. Jesus is our Father. He will never fail us. Rock of Ages never fails.
In the course of the year, good news and sad news happened, but Lagos managed them all. We kick off with the signing of the 2017 appropriation law of 813 billion naira. The budget, christened Golden Jubilee budget, was Ambode administration's contract with Lagosians to continue to build an all-inclusive economy throughout the year.
To the glory of God and the benefit of mankind.
It continued the massive infrastructure renewal and the enhancement of the stature of Lagos as one of the foremost tourism and investment destinations in Africa. So far, more than 600 roads have been constructed in the state. 2 Jubilee flyovers at Ajah and Abulegba were simultaneously delivered to residents in May 2017.
The driving motive behind Ajah Bridge is to improve the connectivity in the axis and facilitate economic growth, while the Abulegba Bridge is about opening up other areas of the state and improving the lives of our people.
Construction of Aburu-Abesan Bridge and network of roads was also a big relief for the Alimosho residents.
Our life is at risk on this area in the aspect of heavy rain. But now we are rest assured that there is nothing like that again.
The construction of Ojojubaga bus stop remains a wonder in the eyes of Nigerians.
This decision was informed by the strategic importance of this axis being a major gateway into our state. What we set out to achieve with this project was to ensure smooth flow of traffic along the express and then safeguard the lives of our people.
The Lagos state government they are really trying. I appreciate them.
The go-slow stopped. No more go-slow here. If some people came to Lagos, they don't believe this is a beggar. They will say that it is a beggar or this in the front. You are telling them this is a beggar, you just climb the bridge and cross to the other side.
Lagos also commenced the construction of 10-lane airport road and the regeneration of Oshodi Transport Interchange. When this is ready, it will be one of the major achievements of Governor Akinwumi Ambode's administration.
The proposed redevelopment of Oshodi axis will consolidate all the 13 city and interstate parks into 3 multi-story bus park and terminals situated on 4 floors. Terminal 1, the Musafejo market axis, will be for interstate transportation. Terminal 2, former Owonifare market, and Terminal 3, adjacent to NAFDAC, will be for intra-city transport activities. These terminals will have standard facilities.
In 2017, Ambode created direct and indirect jobs through the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. Many received their checks to solidify their businesses and became employers of labor.
Not minding my tribe, not minding my gender, and not minding my religion. I'm very happy with the Lagos State government. I sell furniture. I got 5 million.
Meet the new set of Lagos megacity landlords, courtesy of the rent-to-own scheme instituted by the Lagos State government. In all their testimonies, the transparency of the scheme was highlighted.
You don't need to know anybody if you are an entrepreneur, if you work a civil servant or a private company.
I just want to say a very big thank you to the governor. I want to say #Ambode rocks.
Let me give you all the assurances that the allocation of the houses will be devoid of lobbying or favoritism of any sort from any quarter. And we still want people that cannot even afford to own a home to come into the rental housing scheme.
In March 2017, Governor Ambode inaugurated the Neighborhood Safety Corps. About 5,700 jobs were created through the community policing strategy to further secure the state.
We have invested heavily in providing them with state-of-the-art equipment and access. We are launching today 177 saloon cars and vehicles equipped with necessary communication gadgets to be distributed across our local governments, 3PAC, local government and LCDA. Motorcycles with full riders protection kits such as helmets, knee and ankle guards to ensure their personal safety for each of our 377 wards across the state.
Lagos also trained and engaged hundreds of craftsmen and artisans in the Master Craftsman project across the local councils of the state.
My certificate means a lot to me because I was trained from artisan to master craft under government Akiwumi.
There are many things, those of us who have been in the profession for years, that we never knew were essential, but the course exposed us to those opportunities.
We create a database for them, whereby if you are in Surulere and you need a plumber who is a master craftsman, you can always go to check for a master craftsman based in Surulere.
The state employed more than 250 physically challenged persons into the state civil service with mobile aids, aside from the 500,000 disability fund given to them.
Our administration is making plans to establish an early intervention center so that we can start to actually have that detection from birth, so that we don't need to wait to stages where we cannot able to help and support these special ones.
Lagos civil servants have continued to smile to the bank at month's ends.
Lagos State, I think, is one of the topmost states in this country that is caring for its workers.
Considering the fact that Lagos State has paid its workers their salary, being very sensitive, I think they are worthy to be celebrated.
The state has also engaged them in local and foreign development trainings in skills and public service management.
Today, civil service officers in Lagos State remain the best in all the 36 states. So that's why we are retraining.
In the year under review, Lagos celebrated its 50th anniversary in grand style at home and abroad. During the celebration, the state displayed its culture, heritage, and tourism potential. The Eyo Festival was the signature of all eyes. The gala night on May 27th was the D-Day. That was the commemoration of the 1967 creation of Lagos State. It was witnessed by movers and shakers of Nigeria and beyond.
And every day that we see the giant strides that Akiwumi Ambode is making here in Lagos, every day that we watch television and see the new vistas that he's opening up, is evidence of the fact that surely in this Lagos State lies the seed of the great Nigeria of our dreams. And I want you to, and I want us all to give this Lagos State a massive round of applause. Happy birthday, Lagos.
Lagos, the smallest, the richest, the oldest, untouched or divided since creation, most populous, most prosperous, most cosmopolitan, a state with vibrant energy and its unique soul, highly receptive to both hardworking and lazy people, land of opportunities. In Lagos, fortune favors the brave. There are many cities across the world with Lagos as their name, but our own Lagos is the most promising, a center of excellence. Welcome to the capital of prosperity.
The things that drive Lagos, the things that make Lagos tick are internal, are within. It's about the quality and the caliber of the leaders that Lagos has been blessed with. Yes, things might have changed, but they have changed for the better. They have changed because Lagos has molded its destiny in a manner that it has become the pride of not just Nigeria and Africa, but the pride of the entire black race.
With all the beautiful achievements recorded in 2017, Lagos' security strength was put to test in the year under review. Despite the signing of anti-kidnapping bill into law, kidnappers took away 6 students from Lagos Model College, Ekpe. This was a harrowing experience for the state, despite its huge investment on security, but Lagos responded effectively. It first sacked the criminal hideout at Ishawu Creeks and dismantled all shanties set up by the militants. Finally, on July the 28th, the 6 senior secondary school students of Igbonla regained their freedom and surfaced in an interstate press briefing at Alawusa, Lagos, after 64 days in captivity.
On our part as a state, we continue, we've been working diligently to ensure the security of lives and property. Though it has taken long for us to have these children back, about 64 of them. But in our wisdom, we believe it is better for us to have them here back safely and well, rather than for us to have lost some of the things that we have jeopardized security.
The acting president, Professor Yemi Oshibajo, SAN, we must underscore the role he played in this matter.
The dreaded Bado Court also struck in the year under review, and they held several meetings with security agencies, traditional rulers, and community leaders to curb the menace.
We have intelligence also that, some of these things are coming from within. And then our KBCs and others need to do something as quickly as possible to arrest this decadence that we're having. I don't believe anything that it's being done in the Bado case. It has anything to do with a disappearing ghost. I don't also believe that rituals can be taking place without some people not being behind it. So I challenge all our KBCs and all our traditional rulers and the balance that we must arrest this situation as quickly as possible and then show that traditional value that we have always all been known for.
Also on security, to nip crime in the bud, Lagos inaugurated the first state-owned DNA and forensic center.
To the glory of Almighty God and the benefit of humanity. The establishment of the Lagos DNA and Forensic Center will improve the speed and quality of evidence collected to assist our courts in the quick dispensation of justice. This center is a definite boost for our administration's justice sector reform program.
Lagos State has now gone scientific in its detection of crime, and this is going to help in fighting crime heavily.
In education, Lagos trained more than 2,000 final year students drawn from 6 federal and state tertiary institutions about employability and entrepreneurship skills. It also admitted about 10,000 students in their penultimate year to its online learning academy to prepare them for its graduate entrepreneurship and internship program.
The government has made it clear to us that when we want to solve problems, we must come up and ensure that we're solving big problems that allows us also to scale so we can make an impact. And I think that we're doing that in initial education. And we're confident that with initiatives like Ready, Set, Work, Code Lagos, our access to knowledge initiatives, we will be ensuring that the average Lagosian is able to compete with anybody, anywhere in the world.
In health, the Eco-Free Medical Mission screened and managed more than 200,000 patients with various ailments. In 2017, in order to make shopping easy and make traffic light on Lagos Island, the Lagos Central Business District introduced an electronic business guide, e-guide.
With the launch of this business guide, shoppers and consumers with a click on their buttons of their laptops, phones, desktops can search for their desired goods and services in the comfort of their homes.
Thursday, 17th of August will remain etched in the memory of Lagosians. It is the day the federal government handed over the Presidential Lodge to Lagos State under the leadership of Governor Akinwumi Ambode. The proper handing over took place in Abuja.
We are here for a very brief formal ceremony, which is to sign and exchange documents which formally vest the Presidential Lodge, the Lagos Marina, in the state government in fulfillment of the commitment and promise made by His Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Muhammadu Buhari.
We are strongly delighted to be here on this historic day, on a day that actually now finalizes the intention of Mr. President to actually bring change and positive change to Lagos. We want to sincerely appreciate Mr. President, President Muhammadu Buhari, who had graciously approved that the Presidential Lodge be released to Lagos State and for the use of Lagos State, which we have been trying as much as possible, just as said by the minister, for the last 20 years to get this particular asset back to Lagos State.
On July the 22nd, Lagos had local government polls. The ruling party clinched the 57 local council seats and new council buses were inaugurated.
To preserve the fundamental objectives.
In August, Lagos recorded floods. All hands were on deck to control and forestall a recurrence.
We've gone to town even before then, and I want to say categorically here that if not for what we did before then, what happened will have been more devastating than what we had. We had started our desilting program, and that is what is responsible for the fastness, how fast the water receded.
Our hope that we can continue to partner for many years.
Also in 2017, Lagos State received certificate of admission into the network of resilient cities. This was a big deal for the state.
This is something that's competitive. I mean, this competition was taking place amongst 1,000 cities and resilient cities, and what you find out is 100 is being picked, and we happen to be one of them.
On transport and energy reforms in the state, Ambode said Lagos is ready to focus on transportation and energy sectors to achieve the Lagos of his dream.
Two major things are very critical in Lagos State right now: transportation, and then we have things that have to do with environment, and then energy. We want to integrate the transportation system, rail, road, and then water. But again, we need the legal framework to be able to do it. So we've come here together to say, let's try and, work out those reforms that can allow us, those legal issues that we need to put in place to be able to now invite the private sector to believe in the reforms we want to do.
We can guarantee power and get what we call energy security for our state. So the state government is also planning to have its own special purpose vehicle that will guarantee power, that we call embedded power, being generated by Lagos State.
Lagos State is in talks with the DISCOs and the GENCOs because we will still use their platform to generate 3,000 megawatts over the next 4 to 5 years.
In 2017, the administration embarked on aggressive revamping of the transportation sector, which led to the construction of multiple laybys and bus terminals across the state. Governor Ambode also inaugurated the electronic ticketing e-ticket system for the Bus Rapid Transit (BRT) buses under the Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority (LAMATA).
It tells you where each bus is. It tells you how the driver is behaving. It now tells commuters what is the time space that the next bus is going to come.
from the Korodu axis to CMS on the BRT lane, and then we'll scale it up as we get our new buses come some few months away from here. The e-ticketing allows you to plan your little disposable income.
Lagos State government took charge of its inland waterways after the Court of Appeal ruling that Lagos State lawmakers had the power to legislate on the state's intra-inland waterways in the year under review. Lagos State officials inspected the channelization of the waterways, upgrade of jetties, and inaugurated 3 Lagos State boats for official use.
We've discovered that sometimes we do not have the ability for our officials to go on the waterways to actually address issues that relate to people or relate to citizens that actually live alongside the waterways. And it's important that we put in the right perspective the economy that we can actually make to thrive on our waterways and the people living along the waterways, to bring them into the proper perspective.
The intent of the channelization is to make everything even. So we are going to maintain a minimum depth of 4 meters. So whatever ferry or boat or cruise ship that is allowed will be able to ply without any danger. In the process of doing that also, we are going to remove all whatever obstacle in the waterway.
There are more structures on this area that I cannot imagine. And we will do so many schemes and layout. And this type of settlements that we are seeing will be incorporated in our master plan.
In 2017, the annual TomTom Traffic Index saw Lagos exiting the top 15 cities with world worst traffic situation. Ambode fulfilled his promise of giving 10 million naira to the dependents of police officers who died on duty in 2017.
On behalf of His Excellency, we present this. We know this cannot buy your father's life, but we pray it's in appreciation.
What can I say? I want to appreciate the governor for this. At least this will take us far a bit.
In December 2017, Governor Ambode presented the budget of 1.046 trillion naira, the largest in the history of the state.
It has a size of 1 trillion, 46 billion, 121 million, 181,680 naira.
Ambode tagged the appropriation bill Budget of Progress and Development. It will focus on the needs of the people.
The budget will be used to consolidate on infrastructure, education, transportation, traffic management, security and health, with an added emphasis on mandatory capacity building for civil servants, alongside our medium and small micro-sized entrepreneurs.
To keep Lagosians entertained and secure, the state organized its street carnival, One Lagos Fiesta, making them bigger, bolder, and better.
1, 2, 3, hey! Oh, yeah, take all my money, put them for your head, yo. For your head, yo. Mama, oh, yeah, take all my money, put them for your waist, yo. For your waist, yo. I don't see me swang for I see more hamburger. I don't see my fagobe. I go no fatty, chicken patty.
Congratulations. I welcome you. Yes, there is every reason to believe that this will be a special and remarkable year for every Lagosian and for our dear state. Without a doubt, 2018 will be a unique year in our political trajectory. Yet, we shall not relent in fulfilling our promises to you. And so, I urge you to expect the very best in this new year.
Ambode also immortalized those who have contributed to the state's growth and development through parks and gardens. Ambode has been consistent in meeting Lagosians face-to-face in town hall meetings. This direct contact has solved many communal and personal problems.
We have a total of 2,333 pilgrims from Lagos State. This is the first contingent of 460, leaving Lagos now to Jeddah.
On pilgrims' welfare and arrangement, Lagos backed the prestigious award for the best performing state in 2017 Hajj operations in Nigeria by the National Hajj Commission.
Emergence of Lagos State as the overall best state in the whole of the Federation, awarded by the National Hajj Commission, is coming in continuation of the so many medals that His Excellency Mr. Akin Nambode is winning in all sectors. As an all-rounder, he has demonstrated the greatest level of competencies and commitments in ensuring the welfare and happiness of all Lagosians, whether within or outside Nigeria.
Significantly, Governor Ambode also backed the City People 2017 Man of the Year award for positively affecting the lives of more than 20 million Lagosians, among other awards.
I can see a report card and I can grade that you have scored a jubilee. You have demonstrated a great commitment, prudency, judicious use of resources, exhibited a great vision, and taken the direction of the leadership of Lagos State to the next level. Thank you.
Nicknamed the Governor General, Ambode became the chairman of Southern Governors Forum. This was made known at their meeting held in Lagos on October 23, 2017. The year ended with deserved praises as usual. Now, Lagosians can look forward to a prosperous 2018. Adedoja Salama Deniyi, TVC News, Lagos.